Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and I'd like to talk about spontaneous remission. My grandfather, many years ago, was taken to hospital and he was operated on, and it was in a time where they never told the patient the exact, horror of whatever was happening to them. And they told my Uncle Frank that they couldn't do anything. He was so riddled with cancer, it had gone everywhere, it spread everywhere, that they didn't even do anything. They literally sewed him back up and they said to him, "We've done what we can, you can go home now." He took that to believe that they'd fixed him, and they told my Uncle Frank 6 weeks, that sort of timescale, that's all he's got, he's that far gone. And what happened was my Uncle Frank decided to just treat him as if nothing had happened. And they called Grandad in sort of about 6 months later, about 4 or 5 months later, to find out why he wasn't dead. And his body had actually shrunk the cancer because of his belief that he'd been healed. And so this led me to think about spontaneous remissions from quite a young age, because he went on and he lived for another 7 years, and he didn't actually die of his cancer. He had, I think it was a stroke that killed him off. And so our mind and bodies know how to recover. Sometimes if we get in the way of it with our limiting beliefs, then we can hold ourselves back. And it was one of the inspirations from doing my recording, Spontaneous Remission from Any Disease in Mind and Body. It doesn't promise anything, but wouldn't you want, if suddenly you've been diagnosed with something, to be able to listen to something that said, what if a miracle could happen? What if a spontaneous remission was to occur? What if you could feel the weight of the world lifting off your shoulders, that you could actually relax and feel calmer? The very least you'd get from that is a bit of space out of the trauma or whatever's going on, and the very most is a miracle may occur. Doesn't promise anything, but I have had some fabulous feedback from people who have listened to my recording, and it's absolutely free on my website, and please spread the word, because I'd like to get it out to as many people as I can. You may have heard Dr. Richard Bandler sometimes talks about the story of my granddad, because I told him this story many years ago, and he quite often talks about that. And I'm going to talk again in a follow-up video about the spontaneous remission of my mother. Great talking to you. Bye now.